I'm a Jersey boy. I'm Latin. Uh, Relatively funny guy. I could be that guy. I could be that guy who makes the faces. Like man of a million faces. I've been doing stand up and improv comedy for many years, so I could definitely help you out with that. I'm a conversationalist. I love to talk. Matter of fact, I'm having my coffee right now, so I'm used to a little bit of coffee talk, as we say. Definitely, life of the party type. Have a lot of energy, fun to be around, and I'll cut to the chase. Why not?
Can you feel the madness? Yeah.
I'm here at the barber shop, man. Want to have a fresh cut from this guy named Vegas Crane. I think he's a pretty funny guy, so we're going to find out. How are you doing, young man?
I'm doing well.
How are you doing? Do you know who I am?
Alright, then. Oh, my bad. You good? You good? Hey, Tony, you know who this is? Nah.
This is Dr. William H. Cosby Sr. You say, do you recognize me? You don't recognize me. You used to watch my show all the time, did you? In Vegas. Vegas? I've been to Vegas before. Well, why's your name Vegas?
Just think I'm just a real exciting guy. Hey, go ahead and bring it all together.
Are you sure it's because you're not in the mafia?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm not in the mafia.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm a Jew, right? You're going to extort me. I can see it.
Possible.
Here, kind of shocked it's been that long.
Well, I mean, I guess you had some stuff you had to work through in order to finally come back to my office. But I welcome you back with open arms.
I appreciate it. I just kind of wanted to understand what happened that night.
Oh, you threw a fit because I hit a bong in front of you, which defeats the purpose of the help I was
Doc, what do
trying
you
to
think
give
are
you.
things psychiatrists should never say to a patient?
Things on the big list of stuff that psychiatrists shouldn't say to a patient. Let's see. Number one, right off the bat, is pulling a Freud and saying, "And how does that make you feel?" Do not say that. That gives them time to even think about what they want to say just to you to satisfy you. No, do not ask, "How does that make you feel?" It's still the same thing as saying, "How do you feel about that?" Like, don't try to sound smarter than you already are. But stuff you like, trigger things you shouldn't say to piss somebody off, don't make fun of them. Don't make fun of the person. If they tell you something that's completely awkward and it's like it sounds hilarious, laughing at them or pointing out the fact of what they say. Well, here's an example. Somebody says during an episode they were having, he started spinning around in a circle till they got dizzy and fell down in a slump. If that person says that to you and actually acts it out, which would be funnier, but shh. Just ask them if they're okay. Try to figure out like what caused the episode, but do not like poke any fun involving the spinning. So no anti-M jokes. No.
Wow.
No Tasmanian devil jokes. Nothing like that. I mean, I know they're going through your head, but you just can't do that, psychiatrist. It's just wrong. Never ever tell them that an emotion it is not meant to be felt. Okay, my question is, when in this whole interview did you even order a pizza? You really are Italian. This pizza just magically appeared. I looked away for 2 seconds and I looked back and there's a pizza.
You never seen that commercial where you tweet and then they send it to you?
But how did it get in my house?
Well, there's a little secret that me and the feds know that I can't tell you.
Oh crap!
Can't tell you. You see how good this is? See, this is a real New Jersey pizza. It's grease. See the grease? For some folks down south now, they don't know what grease is. You see that? That's grease. Without the grease, there's no flavor. You see it?
Look at that.
Grease equals flavor. If you don't have no grease, you don't have no flavor. Remember that. So what do you want to talk about, Doc?
You want to share that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Take it to the hoodlums in Bayonne.
Awesome. So, alright, so we feel like both sides can work together, even have dinner together. I wouldn't recommend it, even as myself, wouldn't recommend it. It might hurt the stomach. But whatever works for the family. Moving back. Alright, so you have come up here to visit Jersey, because that's obviously how you found me again. And so far since you've been up here, you notice anything different? Is it still the same vibe, or you feel like something's a little off?
It's about the same. You know, ain't no different. Actually, I thought the tolls were gonna go up, and I thought the shit go. You know what? A pack of cigarettes is cheaper than it was 3 years ago. I don't know why I said that, but I noticed the Newports aren't $10 anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. They finally realized their folly, and now people can actually, smoke their lungs away again. They figured, $10 a pack? No one's smoking as much. Now they're going to vaping. Shit, we need to lower the price.
Yeah, I figured, I don't know if it's just the economy or motherfuckers or Chris Christie's doing his job like he says he is. I don't know.
But on a positive note, I noticed you lost a little bit of weight, which is a good thing. That means you're trying to get a better positive body image. Now, if we can only work on your mental image, then we might actually get somewhere.
You got a point, Doc. I mean, I went from 300 pounds back in the day to 250 to $190. It's a weird transition. But the women are looking at me again.
Well, see, that's that positive reinforcement. Now, if we could only get it to apply to a few more things, we'll be good to go.
I don't like guineas either.
And
I happen to be one of those. And this is my mafia buddy, Kaiser.
And Kaiser Soze has taken over the shot.
Every mafia don needs a cat.
And mine seems to really be taken to you.
Well,
And after revisiting said previous notes and talking to you currently, I still am going to come to the same conclusion. You are more damaged than you think you are. What's damaging you the most?
Heat, kicking off season 3 of the podcast, and on our debut episode we have black metal band Sarcophagic will be live in the studio, so take a look.
Start with me.
Yes, start with you.
Lateralus from Tool.
Okay,
No question.
that's it.
Favorite album that I can listen to like all the time? I have to say, Power Man 5000.
Really?
Yeah. PM5K. What the fuck's? I can't remember the name of the album though. The one with when Worlds Collide.
I think it was When Worlds Collide.
Is the actual name of the album Worlds Collide?
That's what Wikipedia is for. Hold on. I think it was When Worlds Collide. I think
But
is the name
that
of it.
album, like I can listen to that from top to bottom. I can sing that from top to bottom. That or Static X, Wisconsin Death
Death
Trip.
Trip, yeah.
Always.
I just put that in my CD rotation in my
It
car.
is a great fucking.
Along with Dopes, Felons, and Revolutionaries. So I can blast fuck the police.
Nah.
The underground.
Wow.
And moving on, what's your?
If I got to choose one, that's a really hard decision for metal.
Like the Stars Revolt.
There's a couple of
Thank you.
Gorgoroth / Godseed albums I might select. Satyricons, Nemesis Divina. Always, I think, if you could count Manson as metal, I think it would be an I Cry Superstar. I think I'd have to go with that
No,
one.
you can. It still counts as metal.
But if you're going to count that as hard rock, then it would have to be something like Nemesis Divina or Gorgoroth's Twilight of the Idol. Diary of Dreams is what got me writing music in the first place. And standard angry, aggro, industrial bands. Manson was always a big one. Rammstein. But then lots of other, that kind of weird stuff. I like weird and evil music. Like I think what is really getting me going right now is stuff like Das-ish, where it's almost theatrical and zany, but having a metal edge to it. So I think that's showing up a lot in my music lately, the stuff I've been writing. But I'm also feeling a lot of, I need to write more black metal oriented kind of things. So it's really what I feel at the moment. I'll sit down and start to write something real brutal and come out with something completely different. It's wherever the music takes me when I write, so.
When did you know you wanted to be in the rock business?
Never.
Never?
Never. It was always a hobby. It wasn't me trying to be anything. It was me sitting at my computer going, I want to write music. But it wasn't ever like, I want to do this for a living, or it was just stuff to entertain me and keep me busy, keep my mind going. And what started as just fooling around became an obsession, and now I've written probably close to well over 24 albums.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. It was never a goal, it's just what I ended up doing. It's where the artistic nonsense led me to go.
Inspirations in metal. The amount of inspirations that I can name could technically take up probably all of your video data on this thing.
Yeah.
But I'll go with the basics. Inspirations in metal, like Al Jorgensen with Ministry. You got fucking, surprisingly, like Depeche Mode, they influence a lot of my music. Good old-fashioned rockers, you know, bring it back to the days of AC/DC, Led Zepp. Like when it comes to like getting into the, you know, the heavy, the melodic stuff like that. Like I usually go back to my old school roots, which, you know, have more of an influence. But when you start getting into the more, you know, newer stuff, like what we have playing in the background right now, Fear Factory, like bands like that, Spine Shank, System of a Down, fucking what the fuck's the other band? Cold Chamber.
Yeah,
Like stuff along those lines. Like that's the stuff that like gave me the inspiration to just make music that just had such an impact musically and like verbally. Like this has those lyrics that just like hit home no matter what. It's like it's something that somebody's going through, something that somebody wants to do, something somebody wants to say. It's like things along those lines.
We were introduced to Jared, who wanted to kind of do everything we did. So we got in contact with him, asked him if he'd want to play guitar for us in the band we were doing. He wanted to do his more industrial project kind of thing, which RJ and I have always wanted to be a part of.
So at this point in the interview, I asked the fellas a question about Gene Simmons. Now, Gene has said some things about the fans killing rock and roll, and that music sharing has hurt the industry. So I figured, you know, the guys could respond to this, and they did. Take a look.
Look, everybody's exactly in the same Kiss business as Kiss is in. We just do it a zillion times bigger. Everybody goes out on tour and sells t-shirts. You're in the Kiss business, baby. See, when you buy a t-shirt, you don't get music. You're in the licensing and merchandising business. The only thing everybody's complaining about are Yang, the punk bands, and thrash bands, although there are no more of those. Whatever you want, death metal, I'm not like Kiss. Yes, you are. You're goddamn straight you are. Johnny Lydon has always been straight up about it.
Yeah, I know. He's very honest.
Very honest. This sucks. You better pay me money, and that's life. We're all exactly the fuck the same. And anybody that tells you that they want less money in life, be suspicious of this person.
Good, be suspicious of us. Fuck you.
Everybody wants more money. I just want enough money. You're full of shit. It's never enough. You know when it's enough? When you're dead. That's when it's enough.
You could not be any more
what is your
typical New
involvement in
York
the music
Jew
industry at
tried.
this point?
He's missing the yarmulke, but yeah.
I support
Right.
new bands, but there's no more record industry. I went on record initially when Kazaa and all the download sites went on. This is robbery. This will kill the music industry. You will all be sorry. The record industries are just about to roll over and die. The entire industry is in chaos because anything you give away for free will come back and fuck you up. The biggest music on earth is rap music because rockers stopped acting like rock stars. You didn't want to show people that you had big houses. You didn't want to show them that you were surrounded by beautiful women with big tits, which we all love. Don't kid yourself. You wouldn't wear your jewelry. You didn't want to drive around your fast cars. And we started to look like bums. And who didn't? Rappers. Rappers are the new rock stars who feel great, comfortable.
Oh God, that just made my skin
flip
crawl.
you off. When you see, you like my house, they throw money on the screen and they're rock stars. We want our rock stars to be unlike ordinary people. Well, the rock stars became ordinary people. The record industry sucked and rolled over, wasn't litigious. You'll only get the respect you demand. They didn't go after all those college kids, hundreds of thousands, and wipe them off the face of the earth for infringing on artists' rights. The record industry is dead because of the fans. They killed it. And what you have now is chaos because that happened. And so what's going on with new bands? Good luck. My God, how the fuck are you going to put a new record out there? You're not going to get an advance or very little.
I didn't
of it.
hate Kiss
Tour
before.
support is out there.
Oh my God,
Unless you're an
Gene
emo
Simmons,
band or rap,
why?
you're dead.
It's like watching like Bill
How are
O'Reilly or
you
any
going
of
to
these
be a
people
punk
on
band and
Fox
come out
talk.
here and
It's
try
like,
to make a
please stop,
living?
please stop, please stop,
Without,
please stop.
of course, having to deal with all the other punkers who say it's not about the money.
The
Let's
record
put that
sales
aside.
are
But how are you
dead.
going to
The
be
industry is
Can you
dead.
guys react to the Gene Simmons clip now? I do have tape, and I'm going to give you guys about 5 to 10 minutes, if anybody, or maybe less.
Okay, oh, it's recording right now?
Yes, it is. I have
Fuck
to.
Gene Simmons!
So we're doing this late night run to White Castle
And checkers.
and Checkers.
She wants checkers.
Checkers. The late night run, everybody.
Chili cheese dog. Jesus.
Hi, welcome to Checkers. My name is Monica. Would you like to try the beer from today?
No, I'm good.
What can I get for you?
Let me get the. Damn, Kim. Let me get a number 13. Chili cheese dog. Actually, you know what? Let me just get the chili cheese dog and the Fry Lovers XL.
Alright, can I do anything else?
No, we're good.
6782. Thank you for the call.
This is the late night food run, everybody. Going to continue the food run with legendary East Coast chain
White Castle.
White Castle.
You need rat meat.
We're here in Toms River, New Jersey to do a food run with Mr. Israel. Izzy, what you gonna do? What you buying over here?
Food.
What you gonna buy over here?
This ain't food. It's rat meat. You gotta get it right.
Yeah, you Southern boys don't know nothing about this White Castle except that dumb movie, Harold and Kumar.
That's how everybody knows White Castle.
If you're from here, you know? It's what goes down in White Castle over here. You're gonna get 12 million burgers.
Don't forget White Castle's Montezuma's Revenge. He ate 6 of those burgers and it turns into Drano. Best way to purge your system. Can't afford any laxatives. You just go get some White Castle. That does the trick real good.